Hey everyone, we're at the Capitol Theater here in Rome, New York. Tonight we're going to do some ghost hunting. We didn't find anything with the Giants earlier, but Ben has pointed us in the right direction. He's even had some stories. We're going to talk about those. We're going to talk to Julie inside. She said she has a very interesting picture to show us that's going to blow our minds. And we've seen some crazy shit in our careers popping on, so it's got to be something really stiff. So we're going to go in here. It's late on a Friday night. People are getting arrested. Let's go in before we're next. The Capitol Theater is a theater operating in Rome, New York. It opened December 10th, 1928 as a part of the Khaled chain of movie houses, presenting first-run films until it closed in 1974. After extensive renovation, the theater reopened in 1985 as the non-profit Capitol Civic Center, offering classic films, live performances, and concerts. Paranormal occurrences date back more than 30 years at the Capitol Theater. Witnesses have reported a shadow figure of a man, organ music, despite the lack of a working organ until 2003, whispered conversations, doors opening on their own, and even the sounds of an ongoing show late at night. We started our investigation by interviewing one of the Capitol Theater employees, Julie, and right off the bat, we were astounded at what Julie put before us on the counter of the Capitol Theater.
This is what is known as the Capitol Ghost. It was taken maybe 15 years ago, I believe by a projectionist, but nobody really knows anything about him. He is in older style clothing, perhaps 19th century, which was before we opened, so I wouldn't think it was a civilian or somebody who worked here, but perhaps a performer who was in a show that took place in that era. But that's pretty much what it amounts to. That's all we know about the Capitol Ghost.
With our paranormal investigation off to an amazing start, we asked Julie to take us up to the projection room where this photo was taken, and then Ben Hamin shared some stories about his time growing up and performing here at the Capitol Theater.
I said before on the show where it's like, I don't believe in spooks, I don't believe in ghosts, I don't believe in that. But then when you would mention it here, I was like, man, it slipped my memory, and I'm not just trying to work you guys at home, there was a lot of people. I did a lot of summer stage here. I did a lot of acting lessons on Saturday morning for like 6-7 years straight growing up. And people always see a flash. There's supposedly, I mean, that picture was awesome. That's pretty incredible. But there was supposedly a story of another lady who had gloves, and people would see the gloves kind of in the front row when they would look up off stage sometimes. And then I had explained earlier about the seat going up and down that way. And it's an old place, so it's going to creak and, make noise, and your eye might catch something sometime. But I remember another time we were doing a summer stage show, and nothing seemed to be wrong with the system. And all of a sudden, the fire alarm went off. We all had to evacuate. The fire department showed up. They checked everything, shut it all, reset everything. The next night, it tripped again. So, once in a while, some weird, strange things do happen. I haven't seen the gloves per se, but a fair amount of people I know during that time said they would see a flashlight or some like movement, and there'd be nobody up there except for maybe the lighting person. So pretty interesting, man. But this place has got a lot of long history. So if somebody had a heart attack, or there's just got to be the numbers of, throughout the years where that happened, and who knows what imprint they might have left around here, man, for sure. It's pretty cool. It's good to be back here too, man. I spent a lot of time in my life here.
And you're a skeptic.
I am a skeptic, but I know, it's what we're out here for. And after seeing that picture, dude, I got to believe a little bit more for sure, dude. That picture's pretty telling.
Awesome. Next, you believe in Jesus, right?
Let's not get out of it. If we find a giant, then okay. JC, you're my man.
So we decided to split up into two teams to see what activity we could find and cover the most ground in the Capitol Theater in the shortest amount of time. Big Sal, Chuck, and Jamie covered 2 floors below, while myself, Greek God Papadon, Ben Hamin, and Demetrius Zordos stayed in the main theater to see what activity we could drum up. Supposedly a lady, right? This is a woman that sits in the seat.
Well, actually, that...
It was Ben Franklin. It was Ben Franklin. It was Ben Franklin.
The guy, I heard the woman sits down in the front row where her
That's
hands,
the white gloves.
The white gloves are down here.
Okay, so this could be the guy here, even though he showed up in the picture. So
right.
We're going to ask very general questions, try to see if we get any kind of intelligent responses. Even there might be a residual EVP that comes through.
Why are you still here? Why are you still haunting the Capitol Theater?
Usually women don't like to be asked that many questions, by the way. Just give a little advice from a 46-year-old man.
Are you upset that I'm in your seat?
We were excited to hear what appeared to be an intelligent response to Papadon's question, an audible, intelligent response to Papadon's question whether he was in this particular spirit seat. So after getting no further intelligent nor residual responses on the upper part of the Capitol Theater, we moved to the middle portion of the seating arrangement in the theater to see if we can get any more EVPs. What is your favorite show to watch here at the theater? Dude, I swear to God, I just heard a whisper. I heard what appeared to be an audible whisper over my right shoulder in the direction from where Ben was recording this particular video, and Ben reacted the same exact time I did and heard the whisper as well.
There is some weird feelings.
I just heard a f***ing whisper over there. I'm not even kidding. I looked at you, thought you were whispering, and I just heard like that. Like over that way.
It's more tech people than actors that get to catch these things, because not a lot of people come up here, and if you're on stage, the lights are shining in your eyes, so you really can't see a ton. And it's usually somebody running the light board or what have you will be like, dude, the seat's down. You know, one girl got so freaked out she wouldn't come back up here.
So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to hear if there was a pattern of a sound, like it was something kicking on or doing something, but it was literally felt like where I heard it from was the end chair right there. No, towards the middle by the railing, closest to me.
If you're in the theater now, let us know. Show us a sign.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
That was up there, dude.
Yeah, that was up there.
Hear that?
If you are here, make yourself known. Come down here.
You just did that.
No, come down here. Let us see you. We want to see you. Rub Stevie's hair. Do something.
No, I'm getting enough chills, man. You ain't gonna rub my hair. So you asked for a sign, they gave you a stomp, and then you were like,
I want to see. I want to see. I want to see you.
Oh my God.
I want to believe. If you have the balls, come out.
Good job, Zach Baggins.
Who?
Ghost Adventures, you're provoking them.
Oh, I don't watch Ghost Adventures. Are you an evil spirit or a friendly spirit?
Now, here's the funny part about what you just asked. An evil spirit is going to try to trick you and say that they're either a little girl or that they're somebody very friendly and helpful or somebody in distress that needs your help. You've heard that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. That's like asking somebody like in the backyard, are you a good wrestler or a bad wrestler? They're not going to answer.
Well,
they're not going to answer honestly.
Good point.
By the way, by the way, you know what I'm feeling right now, which is super weird. You're sweating right now. This side is warm as anything. I'm sweating on this side, and I'm cold on this side. So what, dude?
Maybe I'm generating heat.
Yeah, but how is he cold? I'm cold on this side and hot on this side.
Don't know.
He's generating cold.
He hasn't said anything.
What's it like, moonlight? Were you flat earther? Dude, where were you?
Yeah, where were you?
We heard a stomp come up from up. You were up there?
So was you that just made that noise? It's just not.
He asked for a sign on the EVP, and all we heard was...
We were down here. She's cleaning up it, but she's not making any stomps. Like, it was just like she didn't...
The stomp came from all the way up there. I heard a whisper over here and Ben, you kind of heard it too, right? Like a whisper.
Chuck and Jamie went downstairs. She was in the other room straightening up, like no big bangs. And I was standing at the bottom of the steps waiting for you guys to be done.
It wasn't a bang. It was,
It was like a thud.
That's what it sounded like. It sounded like the stairs. No, like just.
It was up higher.
This is me stomping.
No, it was higher in a way, and it was like a footstep coming down the steps. Upon meeting up with Sal, we discussed our experiences during the course of the night, and Sal had shared an experience in the projection room where we had been just before the EVP session and got a completely different feeling, temperature-wise, from that room.
See, when me and Chuck were standing up there, I opened the door because it was locked. So I opened the door and I took the lock out, and it was fucking hot as balls. And I'm like, I'm not going in there. And I shut the door.
It was cold.
Yeah. You get the fuck. I swear to God, because I thought it was gonna be hot from the projector.
I was like, I'm not.
They have 2 air conditioners in there at 73.
I'm like, I'm not going there. It's hot as balls. Because it was hot when I opened the door, and I'm like, F that. Get out of here.
Well, that's crazy. That's weird. We were all amazed at the temperature differences we were feeling throughout the entire Capitol Theater, most notably the projection room, where Ben and Sal, especially Sal for some reason, was feeling a lot of heat and hot air as he tried to enter the room. As a matter of fact, it felt like a push of hot air trying to keep him out of the projection room for some reason. And as you see in this picture here, it was set to 72 degrees and it had 2 air conditioning units in a very small space. I already don't like it.
Yeah, I told you, it's creepy back here, bro. I know the camera's not gonna do, but that goes up so high into the crow's nest up there, and
Wow.
Like legit, that's a.
The organ chambers are pretty cool.
Yeah, they're pretty neat. Like the ladder for that's right there, dude, and it is a climb. Once you get up like 4 stories, it's very scary to be up there looking down.
No.
I've only been up there once. So.
No. Come down. No. Stop. No. Hey. What is your... I can't believe you're letting him do this.
What do you see, Pop?
I swear to God, if he feels a touch on his shoulder, that gives me a little bit of a chill.
This is the creepy part in here, dude, where it's like the old paint rooms. Like this is what it used to look like, all sketchy and shit in there.
With the chains on the back.
Yeah, it's sketch.
Oh, you gotta get in here. This is not.
Wow. Yeah, this is even ghosts are scared to go in here, bro.
Come on. Sorry. You in here?
Yeah, he's really a ghost. Now this part here, I don't know if it's the shadows or something like that, but there's something
there.
It's the room back there though that goes to the organ? It's the one?
This one.
Yeah, right behind us.
That's where you're spending tonight.
Is there a
Take
makeshift
it
light over
EVPs.
here?
Holy shit.
Ben, come in.
Yeah.
It's kind of. I tried it before and it wasn't really hooked up. There we go.
It is.
Oh yeah, this will take you right onto the stage, man.
That's some creepy shit down
Yeah, so I actually had to do an exit through, I think it was here where the trap door was, and you would come out this way. So you can, this place is pretty awesome, man. It's got all the old magic tricks and tips and whatever you want to do for your show.
So I'm just saying once again, once I step into here, it has a completely different.
Yeah.
It's a vibe that's like there's nothing back there, but out here it's chills in a different way, and it's colder back there.
Yeah, it was.
Stevie, for some reason, I'm getting warm air over here.
It's cold here.
It's because I have gas. That's
There, Julie. Yeah, so Julie needed to hear that. It's a completely different. I don't know. And it's different from when I was up there, and it's different than when we were in the first seed. And when me and Demetrius are down at the stage.
Demetrius and I.
There's your eye.
What do you think, Stevie?
I think it's absolutely different vibes and different things. I think the audible whisper was the fact that you heard it too. And we both
I don't want to, I almost didn't say nothing, but I could feel like some energy or something on the back of my arm or whatever, and you were turning at the same time that I was like, I'm feeling this, but you know, it's easy to do like a false positive after you, like, we all jump on the same thing and convince yourself.
You start psychically feeling shit. You're going to put your beard in a whiffle like Zach Baggins.
Yeah, I'll be just like.
But to get that, like, obviously we're going to try to check this later with the EVP stuff, but to get something, and I'm hoping the camera heard the little, it was like, kind of like that, right?
It felt like,
a breath.
yeah. And that's kind of what it felt like if somebody had done that on the back of my arm from just a little bit farther away from that, you know what I mean? It wasn't a touch or anything like that.
We both looked at the same exact seat where it came from, on the end in the middle, in that second row. So just that alone. But we got the Papadon who wasn't satisfied with the ghost giving him a sign. He
Grab your shit. This lady's good.
Oh yeah, okay.
He's just a hater. He's just a hater. He had carbs today, so he's angry.
Nobody's gonna know you're here anymore. They're just gonna think you're a goof.
There it is, Ghost Hamin right there.
Right there, Ghost Hamin.